The very first mantra of Ishavasya says that there are three things said in this mantra. One thing is that Vasya means to pervade the whole world by the Lord. Second thing which is said in this mantra, Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha. By your renunciation you should enjoy. And third thing which is said here, Ma Gradaha Kasya Dhanam. Don't hold to anybody else's wealth. This simple looking mantra is the sutra mantra of Ishavasya. What does it mean by pervade the whole world by the God? So this has a beautiful meaning. There are three steps to Vasyam. Devi Sampatya Jagat Vasyam. Second is Samarpan Vritya Jagat Vasyam. And third step is Brahmakar Vritya Jagat Vasyam. If I translate in English, it means by the divine qualities pervade the world. Second step is by surrendering to Lord pervade the world by the thought of surrender. And third is by seeing that world is false and Brahman is real, pervade the world by that thought. It is by your thought that you have to pervade the world. So these are the three steps. First was Devi Sampatya Jagat Vasyam. When I say divine qualities, it means my nature is such that it is least obstructed. If ahankar is there, or kam is there, or krodha is there, you will be obstructed a lot. People will be there around to stop you everywhere. When a person's swabhav is good, supposing I have forgiveness in my nature, so nobody can obstruct my forgiveness nature. But supposing I have violence in my nature, then I am subject to resistance. The art of living is that when you have a good nature, the number of people who want to contribute to your life are many. So this is the first thing, what is called Devi Sampatya Jagat Vasyam. You spread the fragrance of your divine qualities. Make your life little easier. Don't make your mind unnecessarily complicated. Don't make your relations complicated. Complication means non-solvable, non-dissolvable mind on some issue. So this is what happens when the divine qualities are less prominent. It will make your life little difficult. World can be very easy if you can give up, if you can forgive, if you can love, if you can tolerate, if you can have compassion. This is one point. Step number one. Second point is Samarpana Vritya Vasyam. Means I see the world not as a Bhog Kendra but as a Samarpan Kendra. This world is a manifestation of Virat. And everybody has got one part of Virat. Virat means the cosmic God, which you have to worship. Our attempt is to offer our thought and offer our sankar. And whatever I get, I will worship God by what I have. This is called Samarpana Vritya. Samarpana Vritya has to be developed. I have to pervade. When I go out, I have to develop this thought that, see, I am ready to face any ball. Samarpana Vritya is equal to puja plus prasad. So what I have, I will make it much better and give it. It is for my offering. Vasyam, what is going on? Don't forget what is going on. Ishavasyam. Isha we are going on. So Ish appears as Devi Sampatti. Second step, Ish appears as Samarpan. I have house. Mentally I feel that let me do good through this house. Let me create some joy for Lord. The very essence of Samarpan is in the people, in the life of the people around, how much you have taken away somebody's serious concern. Your spirituality is tested by how much you are livable with others, how easily you merge into others' life. So I pervade the world with my thought of surrender. This is the second point. Third one is difficult. Brahmakar Vritya Jagat Vyasyam. When a person has surrendered, his mind doesn't carry the world. Between me and the world, there is a big insulation. So there is a very big inside, a big space of sadhana. Sadhana is done in the mind, and you are free from the worldly entanglements. When the mind is such, then you have come to the portals of Vedanta. Here it is said, Shankaracharya Bhagavan says, please pervade the world by the thought of Atma, by saying that this world is false. Falsify and nullify the world. This is called Vasyam. See, whole world is defined by two words. Tell me. Name and form. Srishtir Nam Brahma Rupe Satchidananda Vastu. Name and form is called the world. Don't think world is outside. Body is also part of world. Mind is also part of world. Okay? So what? My point is, every name and form has a shape. Okay? Please note, shape is a dependent thing or independent? Dependent. Because shape is on something. Supposing I have to make a shape of a circle, so I need something to make a shape of a circle. So there is something more than that on which I can make a shape. So every shape is sustained by something which is more pervasive than the shape. So shape of the earth is seen in the space. Very good. Whether space has a shape or not. It appears space doesn't have a shape. But please note, anything which ends has a shape. Space ends where? In I. Because space and I are two things, and therefore space also has a shape. Space has a shape. Space ends in I. Yes, because your I is not a space. Because I is a sphere of space is inert and you are conscious. My question is, what is that on which space is seen? Because if something is seen, it should be seen in something more pervasive. Ultimately, you have to say that something on which everything will be seen should be all pervasive. On all pervasive thing only, everything can be seen. Is it clear? And if something is all pervasive, it is non-divisible. Anything all pervasive is non-divisible. If something is non-divisible, on that something else cannot sit. So world cannot sit on non-divisible thing. And if world cannot sit on non-divisible thing, that means that thing which is on the non-divisible is only perceived. It is not real. On the non-divisible I, you can't have the real world. Vasya means two things. The world is not real, but that shapeless, there has to be shapeless ultimately. And that shapeless self, that consciousness which is shapeless self, that alone is real. So emphasizing the non-reality of the world and emphasizing the reality of the self, that is called Vasyam. Isha means that consciousness. This is Gyan Marg. Stage 1 was Karma Marg. Stage 2 was Bhakti Marg. Stage 3 is Gyan Marg. Now the same Vasyam word is going on. Is it clear? So I pervade my thinking, my mind, my world. By what? By non-reality of the world and by reality of the consciousness. This is the third meaning. Tena tyaktena bunjithaha. Bunjitha means paletha. That means protect your Atma. Please protect this thought of self, a thought of samarpan, or thought of Devi Sambandhi. Paletha. Paletha means protect yourself. You are known by what you are holding strongly inside. Sadhana means very strong nature of holding the thought of God or holding the thought of self at any cost. Ma gradha kasya siddhanam. Don't have eyes on somebody else's wealth. Or kasya siddhanam, whose is the wealth? Two bhashas there. Why should I take somebody else's thing? Why? When I am discovering things are not real, it won't give me joy. It is not the source of joy. Why should I? Kasya siddhanam means don't hold to worldly experience. Faster I let it go, quieter your mind will be. World should not have a place inside. World has its place, but not at the cost of thought of self or thought of God.